Bend your knee.
You see, he's got a nice jab. Big things are possible. And I wondered, you know, hey, if you could win this fight, what would you like to do? And I asked him that this week, and he said, I'm only focused on this fight. And I said, all right, so let's say you win the fight. Where will you go next? He goes, no, no, no. I've learned my lesson from the Michael Hunter fight. I am truly only focused on this fight. And I think he meant it. He just truly thought, you know, nothing happens unless I beat Kuzmin. Good hard right hand by Kuzmin. A good uppercut as well on the way in. You can see just a calm, hard effectiveness from Kuzmin, and a good uppercut coming back from Bakole as the heavyweights start to mix it up.
Kuzmin is trying to time Bakole, but Bakole's fighting best behind that jab. He's longer, he's a little bit taller, and right now he's having success with that reach.
And good countering ability by both fighters. Right hand there, exchanging good hooks, and then a right to the body from Bakole.
That was a really good right hand over the top to Bakole.
Bakole again with that right hand. Finding a home for it now, but then smacking it with a hook. The repertoire coming out from Martin Bakole. Look at this. Putting a battering on Kuzmin. Uppercut lands by Bakole. Right hand by Kuzmin. Good exchanges here by both men. Bakole getting the better of it as a jab snaps Bakole's head back.
I think Bakole's getting the best of it, but Kuzmin's getting the timing right now. He's landing some really nice shots, well-timed shots.
You're right, Sergio. Those are meaningful shots that he's landing. Even though Bakole has outlanded him in this round, those are hard shots coming back the other way. Meaningful punches.
Look at that body.
A long, fluid jab by Bakole. Final 30 seconds of round number 4. We've got another heavyweight bout up next. Huey Fury, Marius Vach.
See, when it comes to fighters this big and this large, you need foot speed, and that's the reason Michael Hunter had success with both these guys. No matter how big and strong they were, it's the foot speed and how agile you are to get on the distance and be able to get off on your shots, but that demands foot speed.
Boy, I love the Ricky Hatton era, too. That was exciting. The singing, the punching, all of it. One of England's great fighters.
Don't forget, Ricky Hatton fought Floyd Mayweather. He literally drank, they being British fans, drank the MGM Grand out of beer.
Yes, they did. I was there, actually, and I met Campbell when he was about 3 or 4 years old in Las Vegas. Time flies.
Whoa, good crisp right hand and a hook by Kuzmin. Ricky Hatton, junior welterweight champion of the world, beat the great Kostya Tszyu and challenged for the welterweight title. Lost to Floyd Mayweather, but tremendous career. Just like we'll see Shane McGuigan is training on the undercard here, talking about great fighters from England and Ireland and their progeny.
Kuzmin is landing more shots right now because Bakole stopped fighting behind the jab. He gave up his distance. Right now, it'll serve Sergey Kuzmin right to put the pressure on Bakole. Go forward with the overhand lefts and rights.
They're chest to chest right now, and that benefits Sergey Kuzmin, no question. Tries with the right hand. Bakole tries southpaw for a moment, then switches back. But this is not his best chance to win this fight. No. Kuzmin inside and able to get his hands working.
Now the gap has been closed with the distance between Kuzmin and Bakole, and this is easily Kuzmin's best round of the fight.
Really good action because Kuzmin was able to get him the inside right there, and that's what Bakole was doing, really successful fighting behind that jab. But right here, he gave up the jab, gave up the distance, and that's when the shorter fighter can land those overhand rights.
Sergio, it seems that anytime Kuzmin stands and resets, he's not going to win, right? I mean, if he's going to stand and look at Bakole, that's not going to be enough.
No, the last 2 rounds were successful for Kuzmin, but now Bakole's back on the jab, and this is a fight where Kuzmin doesn't want to be at, especially at 33 years old. So he needs to go off, maintain that motivation, that momentum that he had in the last 2 rounds, and maybe he can do something and hurt or get the respect of Bakole.
It's a good point, too. Even with the age, it seems like a simple thing, but that's a 33-year-old Kuzmin in there, and Bakole's 27. He's just going to be fresher.
Let the hands go, man. Come on. Fast and light, man. Fast and light.
Bakole giving up his distance. He's already taken 3 overhand rights by Kuzmin.
Kuzmin in his grill. Able to land that hook. It was soft, didn't have a lot on it.
But this is where he's got to be. This is where Hunter was when he picked up the win. And that's where Kuzmin needs to be. He's got to be fighting on the inside, throwing big punches, forcing the action in there.
That was a good uppercut by Kuzmin. And just a little, that's a subtle body shot by Bakole, but that's a nice piece of work. Just strafed him right there along the belly. Let him know he was there, slowed him up a little bit. More combination work. This is where Kuzmin can be effective. He is right on top of him, head on his shoulder. This is where he's got to go to work.
It looks like Bakole's taking this round off, but I don't think he has the luxury to take the round off. This is Kuzmin's shot to land something big and turn the fight around.
Yeah, and I'm favoring Bakole 5 rounds to 2 in this fight, but there have been at least one swing round, that second round, which I scored for Bakole in that one.
Kuzmin is trying to set up Bakole with an overhand right. He's throwing away jabs to the belly just to get Bakole to think the next shot's going to go down there and come over the top.
I wonder if Kuzmin thinks he's got this round already, Sergio, because otherwise he can't throw away a round. He just can't stall like this. Eats a jab on the way in, final seconds.
He's trying to set up that right hand, but yeah, you're right, he stalled that round.
It's on the last minute he did nothing, but to Chris's point, perhaps he did enough in the first 2 minutes. That counts too. A professional judge hopefully takes that into account, what happens early. It all matters. Martin Bakole putting his hands up. He believes he won the fight. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Marcus McDonald, 98-92. Mateo Montella, 97-93. Jordan Azikiev scored this contest 96-94. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision. And the new WBC International Heavyweight Champion, Martin Bakole.
An exultant Martin Bakole, and those scores seem to make sense, fellas, didn't it?
Yeah, I scored the fight 96-94. Thought 98-92 was a little bit wide. Thought Kuzmin was better than that, but close fight, pulled out by Bakole, went the way I thought.
Yeah, you could give him, I think, a maximum of 4 rounds, certainly 2. So that's the way the judges had it, and Martin Bakole goes to 16-1.